Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Christopher Hufford. I'm a chiropractor at the Body Shop in Des Moines. My sister, Sarah Canute, Mrs. Canute, has asked me and invited me to share some health tips with you, talk about health and illness and chiropractic care and how it all relates together. So thanks for listening, allowing me to share my message with you. This may be a new page out of your healthcare booklet, but it's going to be important information. I was asked to keep it short, so I'm giving you a condensed version. But I know you'll get some really good information out of this anyway. Before I share these health tips with you, though, let's talk about true health and illness. Ready to dive in? Okay, so talking about health, a lot of people have a lot of different definitions, right? But I'm going to give you the WHO, World Health Organization's definition of health, and that's a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, also spiritual connectedness, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. So when somebody says, I'm not feeling sick, so I must be healthy, that's not completely the definition of health, right? It's all-encompassing. Health is not how you feel, but it's actually how you function. And I'm going to illustrate that here in the next slide. Okay, so how you feel is never a good indicator of health, right? This guy on the left-hand side of your screen, he's bending over the toilet, he's having a bad day, right? He's vomiting. Vomiting is it's an innate response, right? It's an inborn response to expel toxins in your system, whether you have bad food, alcohol, viruses, bacteria. Though he doesn't feel well, vomiting is the body's healthy reaction, and it's a sign that your body is functioning how it should, right? And that's much like a fever. A fever is designed to heat up, become a furnace, and cook off any harmful bugs or invaders that are in your body, right? So when somebody tells me they're sick and they're experiencing symptoms, I actually tell them they're expressing health because their body is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing, right? On the other hand, you may feel amazing, but may have underlying problems like heart disease that's leading to heart death, as an example, long before you ever even notice these symptoms because they appear long after a problem starts in your body, right? So I hope you can see that health is not about how you feel. It's not merely about how you feel, but how your body and brain functions, okay? That being said, the uh, traditional healthcare system focuses on getting you to feel better instead of function better, right? All the while ignoring the causes of your underlying problems, right? So there are amazing doctors out there. My best buddy is a medical doctor, and they're often frustrated. They're stuck in a healthcare system that focuses on sickness and symptoms instead of wellness and identifying the root cause of the problems, right? So these symptoms in your body are actually really important. They're like alarms. They're designed to tell you when something is wrong, and they're screaming at you, hey, something's wrong. But traditionally, these alarms inside your body are just simply silenced. So let me provide you with an analogy here. This house is on fire. The fire alarms or the firefighters, are called in. They rush in, they find the fire alarm, they shut it off, they go home, right? That's their main job. No, right? Their main job is to fight the fire, right? So it doesn't make sense to mask a symptom with a harmful drug and simply shut that fire alarm off. No, it shouldn't, right? It makes sense to fight the fire, address the problem that is creating ill health in your body, and the fire alarm goes off on its own. Americans consume nearly 80% of all manufactured drugs in the world. We rank uh, 37th in the world in overall healthcare. And why is that? Poor lifestyle practices, right? They cause disease, deterioration, destruction, and that leads to medication for your symptoms that's supposed to make you healthier, right? But these medications are actually toxic and they compound your problems. Many people end up being on prescriptions for life. So this is important to note here. Prescription drugs and medications will never take place of a healthy lifestyle. Now, is there a time and a place for medications that people need? Absolutely, but they're not meant to be a lifetime solution. So it's time for a paradigm shift. And so let's look into a model for disease and infections. Current model, traditional model, suggests that if there's a virus or bug present, you're going to get sick. Possibly, but the model's missing one key element. That element is us, the hosts, right? Me and you. So the updated model for disease and infections is the host, or I'm sorry, the virus plus the host is going to create illness and infection, right? If you have an unhealthy host versus a healthy host, and let me move this so you can see the slide there. A healthy host is going to create adaptability and health, right? So we live with 300 trillion viruses, 30 trillion bacteria that are very harmful for us. They're in and around us at all times. So how our body deals with these invaders depends on whether the host is adaptable or susceptible. So let's look at what makes a host adaptable or susceptible. So there are a lot of things on this list here. In the left-hand column is the adaptability, in the right-hand column is the susceptibility, and these are ways you can make yourself a better host. Unhealthy lifestyle habits, they allow a host, a person, us, to become more susceptible to viral invasion. But conversely, your immune system was perfectly designed to properly fight off infection and illness. Your body is designed to heal itself, right? If the person takes proper care of him or herself. We're designed to thrive, we're designed to survive, right? So in a global pandemic, making yourself the healthiest host possible to adapt to these viral loads is extremely important and should be a priority, okay? So your immune system was created to protect you, and it's your absolute best defense. But you must take care of it, right? You must take care of your immune system. So it's not too late to introduce these healthy habits and lifestyle practices to ensure you and your family can battle these multitudes of viruses that are in your everyday path. So adequate hydration, nutrition, this is something to really focus on. It's a very underrated aspect of health. Adequate hydration and proper nutrition are actually vital for wellness and immune function. You should be drinking 1/2 of your body weight in ounces of water while balancing your electrolyte consumption as well, right? This is huge too. Stress reduction. The importance of stress reduction is imperative because emotional stress is the most damaging and destructive to our health, yet it's the most neglected part, right? So I actually created an entire handout for you on this topic. Okay, I'm going to pass it out to Sarah Canute. She's going to distribute it to you guys from there. Read it, practice it. It's really important, and there's some really good stuff to help reduce those stress hormones in your body and in your life. Okay, sleep. How underrated is sleep, right? Sleep is where you heal. Sleep is where your body recharges, resets. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. It's important. So you're getting that recharge that you absolutely need. Your immune system is counting on it, okay? And this last one, this is a really important facet of health that is often overlooked, but it's extremely important. And why that is because it controls everything in your body, everything in your body. So I'll let you think about that for a second, what that could be. And if you said your nervous system, your brain, your spinal cord, and all the nerves that come off your spinal cord can control all of your organs and tissues, you're absolutely right. Your nervous system, it controls everything. Your heart rate, your immune function, your DNA, your digestion, DNA expression, excuse me, everything. Your nervous system controls everything, right? So a nervous system, a brain, and a spinal cord free from interference is key to optimal health. Nerve messages, they leave your brain, they travel down your spinal cord, they go out the spinal nerves and control every tissue, hormone function, system, muscle, everything in your body, right? Returning messages come back up to the brain and confirm that everything is working properly. So anything that interferes with this vital exchange between brain and body sets the stage for ill health. What could interfere with the communication between the brain and your body? That's a great question. The moving bones of your spinal column can cause nervous system interference because as they shift out of place, they irritate and block communication of those nerves coming out of those segments there, right? So in the chiropractic world, we call this a subluxation, or a misalignment is an easier term, right? These subluxations interfere with the messages between the brain and the rest of your body. It's much like a blown fuse in your house or a short circuit, right? And that's contributing to ill health because it's interfering with that vital exchange between the brain and body and brain. So these organs and tissues here controlled by these aggravated nerves can become dysfunctional and when a misalignment in your spine is present. If there's a subluxation or a misalignment present, let's say in the upper level of your neck here, and nerves, if you look at the diagram here, and nerves control your immune system run through that same area, does it make sense that your immune function is going to be compromised? Your immune system's not going to function properly? It should absolutely make sense, right? So, and that's an example for you. What do you think causes a subluxation, a misalignment in your spine? And we like to break it down into 3 categories. They're called stressors: physical, chemical, emotional trauma, right? All of these stressors add up and they cause subluxation, misalignments, and those misalignments cause ill health. So if these physical, chemical, and emotional stressors are creating misalignments in your spine, which is interfering with your brain-body communication, and that's creating ill health, you should be getting your spines checked, right? Everybody you know, to make sure that your nervous system is functioning properly. It's a lot more than pain. It's all about function, right? You, your children, everyone you know should be getting their spines checked because that's how important your nervous system is. Now, I want you to note that getting a chiropractic adjustment doesn't cure anything, right? It allows your brain and body to function better by restoring that communication. Your body knows how to heal itself, but it needs to be facilitated by chiropractic care when you have that misalignment present, blocking that vital communication, right? So chiropractic care is one of the many foundations of health that you should practice regularly, right? Proper sleep, we talked about it. Hydration, movement, eating well, thinking well, changing that mindset. Those are all very important. They're all interconnected and they help you to become a healthier you, a healthier host. I actually give plenty of workshops on how to become a healthier host, right? But I got to condense this information down. So it's really important to know that your nervous system controls everything. So if your nervous system isn't functioning properly, you're not functioning properly, right? So get yourselves checked. So thankfully, doctors of chiropractic, like myself, right, we're highly trained and skilled in detecting these spinal misalignments, finding them, correcting them, so that you can function better, as well as promoting wellness. We know a lot about wellness, right? So really precisely delivered chiropractic adjustments correct these misalignments and not only remove your pain and suffering, but help restore that nerve system communication between the brain and body. while reducing powerful stress hormones that affect your mood and your immune system function. They do this naturally, safely. I want to leave you with this question here. What if true health is not about feeling good, but when every aspect of your body performs as it was designed, right? Your body was designed to be self-healing, self-regulating, and always adapting to its environment. So that's what I have for you right now. I know it's short and compacted, and there's a lot of stuff compacted in to this talk here, but this handout that I'm going to give you should really, really help you out with some major health tips, okay? But if you have any questions for me, anything you'd like to discuss, comments, anything, my contact information is listed on the screen there. So dr.hufforddc@gmail.com, and then my number's listed there as well. I'd be happy to answer questions. I love talking about health, wellness, diving deeper. So please contact me and let me know if you need anything. Thanks. Have a wonderful day.